Breaking news, a 27-year-old TikToker with 300,000 followers named Charles Smith, who calls himself the supreme villain, notorious for his quote-unquote pranks, such as throwing food in people's washing machines, raiding restaurants, making $10,000 a month, has now found himself in trouble after he went to a Walmart, stole a can of bug spray off the shelf, and unleashed it on...
Hell nah. What the?
Police have now arrested him and he's been charged with a felony introducing poison, criminal damage, theft, and endangerment. Join me on Discord to talk about it.
I have a whole kid. And what?
I'm sorry you got a whole
And
kid.
what? And what?
I'm sorry you got a whole kid.
And what? And what? And what?
I'm sorry you got a whole
And
kid.
what? And what?
I didn't say shit.
Okay then.
I'm sorry you got a whole kid.
You drove the front of your car into mine.
Stop recording me.
Here's the cops.
Stop recording me, bitch.
Here's the cops.
Stop recording me, bitch.
Oh, I'm pressing
Stop
charges
recording me,
now.
bitch.
I'm
Stop
pressing
recording me,
charges
bitch.
now.
Stop. You can't press charges.
I'm pressing
You're
charges.
recording me without my permission, bitch.
It's illegal.
I will do whatever I want. Knock it off.
Yep.
Stop recording me, bitch. Stop recording me, bitch.
You just hit my phone.
Stop
You just
recording
hit
me,
my
bitch.
phone.
Stop recording me, bitch.
You just hit my phone.
Right. This bitch, you can't fucking record me without my permission. You fucking recording me.
She just spit on me. She hit my phone.
Right.
She hit my car.
Right, this thing over here. Hold on. Let me put my phone in my pocket, you fucking pig. Let me put my phone in my pocket, you fucking pig.
Stop.
Bruh, this is it, bro. What the fuck is this shit? How you gonna arrest
Stop.
me?
You're not
bro?
under arrest right now.
How you gonna arrest me? Bro, I got places to be. Bro, I got places to be. What the fuck y'all on, bro? Bro, he can't record me without my
Yes, he
permission.
can.
That's
Yes,
fucking
he
the
can.
law.
Turn
No,
around.
it's not.
Stop.
He cannot record
And
me.
you can't hit.
What car you in?
I ain't in any of these
Let's
cars.
go. Then you got to get out. Let's go.
Nah, I don't gotta go nowhere.
You live here?
Yeah, I live here. You don't gotta.
Okay, what's
what
your
you
address?
walking up on me like that for? What's up?
What's your address?
Take that vest off.
Take that vest off for me.
Come on, take that vest off. Come on, take that shit off. Let's get it.
Alright,
Let's get it, bro. What's up? What's up?
Do me a
Take
favor.
that shit off. I live right here. There ain't nothing about
What's
it.
your address?
Do something about it.
Huh?
How about that? Take your shit off and do something about it. Like I won't.
Like you what? Like you want what?
I ain't gonna say nothing on that camera.
What
so
are you
I'm
gonna
saying,
do?
take
What are you
that
gonna
off.
do? What are you
Take
gonna
it
do?
off. Let me see.
Let me get your ID.
You ain't gonna get shit. Well, what you laughing for? I'm right in your shit. Take it off. The f you doing, bro? It's no big deal. Hey, bro, what's up, man? Nah, bro. It's all good. I ain't doing that. Hey, Joey. It ain't nothing. Man, you let the man go to jail. You big babe, bro. You big babe. I apologize.
All right, I accept your apology. Like
Seriously.
we didn't have to
No.
take it to this level, man.
I know. I'm sorry. I was just hyped up.
Yeah, we all can. Okay, all right. Problem नहीं था तो जो और इलाके है. Okay, yes, sure. पुलिस आ गई. हाँ यार. हाँ यार पुलिस. কতক্ষণ লাগবে কি কথা মেশা আরেকটা কতক্ষণ লাগবে কথাই দিও না আসতে পারে এর তারা কোথা হাঁটতো না গ্লাসও ভাঙি হলো সেলিব্রেট পুলিশ জাবেদ আইতাম নি না বিটা মাইলাম ভাই they're coming yeah they're coming said yeah
It's very frustrating in our world that there's no consequences for bad behavior. There's no more manners, really. That's why we have such a rude culture. Manners originated because of dueling. If even right now we go fight with knives, right? There's no guarantee that I'm going to hit you with a knife, right, and not get cut back. So if you wanted to duel somebody, even if you were the baddest dueler in the world, there was a chance you can still meet, your maker, right? And so people then had to learn, like, well, if I'm going to be rude or I'm going to have a problem with you, I better make sure it's worth it. If it's not, I better apologize and act accordingly and treat people properly and act right because your ass was on the line. Nowadays, people they can act however they want. Guys can run up and down a bus, act a moron. You can't do nothing about it because if you stand up and go, hey man, sit down, act right, fucking there's grandparents over there, there's children over here, what the fuck are you doing right now? You know what I mean? All of a sudden, who's the one in trouble? Because I went ahead and tried to correct a violent behavior, like, well, what was he doing? I'm like, he was acting like a moron. He was scaring everybody. Well, what did you do? Well, I grabbed him and threw him in his fucking seat. You touched him? I'm like, oh, Jesus, guys. Like, he was acting like an idiot. But that's the way we're set up right now. So it's a very frustrating society to live in right now.
Okay, people, what's going on? So that was Frank Mir that you just heard from, former UFC heavyweight champion. And he's talking about the degradation of society due mostly to the fact that we're no longer a proper country. We are not a proper nation for a great multitude of reasons, but among them is the fact that we can't correct anybody. People are allowed to act however they want, and you can't do anything about it. You have a kid flipping out in the store, you can't do anything about it. You can't say anything about it. If you do, you get arrested, you get charged, you get canceled, all kinds of things. You have people who are doing things for clout, and those things are dangerous, right? They don't know the difference between talent and just foolishness. You have a lot of people who are just off the chains and they can't be corralled. And this didn't happen overnight. This was a long, slow burning process. Essentially, when you become a first class nation, that comes with a lot of privileges, but it also comes with a lot of curses. Now, one of those curses is the fact that you have women who can actually go out and they can make their own way and they can do as they see fit and they don't necessarily need men. But the problem is, just like Frank was saying, we come from a nation built on the duel. We come from a nation that was built on the art of, the deal. We come from a nation that was built upon, honor systems. A man's word is his bond. If you offend somebody, you got to step outside and it's going to be fists, knives, or guns. But, you're going to pay for your offense in blood. Well, as we advance as a nation and we start giving women rights, or we get to a point where we can give women rights because we've tamed the world and we've beat back all the barbarians, well, you can't have a world where women can compete and be equal if it's so barbaric and it's so rough and, there's honor systems. So all of that goes by the wayside. We give the woman her freedom. We give her her rights. We let her participate in society. But then what happens? She doesn't adhere to any of the set in stone honor systems. There's no codes of conduct for women for the most part. Like there used to be, there's not now. I could wax poetically about this for a long time. I'm not going to. What I'm going to say is, you guys all know Super Bowl weekend coming up, and I want you guys to understand something. Just like I always tell you, don't go out there and protect women who don't belong to you. Like that's not your wife, that's not your sister, that's not your mom, whatever the case might be. And if it is, you make sure you're giving them sound instruction, because that's the only real way to keep a woman safe. I always tell you, don't throw your life away protecting a woman. Well, I don't know what you guys are planning to do. If you're planning to go to a bar, a restaurant, this place, that place to watch the game, maybe a friend's house. I just want you guys to understand that when you go out, there is a good chance that you're going to run into stupid people on Super Bowl weekend. Even if you're not going out for the Super Bowl, you might just run into a stupid person at Target, at the mall, this place, that place, here, there, wherever. I want you guys to understand that there's nothing you can do about the next person's stupidity. I know that you probably want to put hands on somebody. I know I certainly do when they act stupid. I know you want to choke somebody unconscious, because I certainly do. But you have to understand there's nothing we can do. We are not a proper society any longer. You can't control, you see it all over the place. You have black people robbing stores in mobs. You have these mobs of young black people, doing basically flash mobs in the mall where they break up all the windows and steal all the groceries and stuff like that. You have Karens as far as the eye can see, just disrupting society. You have men freaking out. You got women freaking out. You got these people freaking out, and you can't really do a whole lot about it. And it's like Frank said, this all comes down to you crossing a line, and now we have an issue. Back in the day, when it was just men who participated in society, we would have gentlemen's agreements. We would understand. I'm not gonna, let's say we're at a store. I'm not gonna cut you in line. I'm not gonna let my kid be a nuisance in the store, because now you're a problem to everyone, right? I think Jordan Peterson said it best. If you're a parent, one of your biggest tasks is going to be to get your kids socially acceptable, or I guess ready for society, by the age of 4. We understand toddlers cry, but there's no reason for these 4 and 5 and 6-year-olds to be freaking out. But guess what? You might go out to the store this weekend, and I'm sure everybody's going to be crowding the stores to get their last minute snacks and whatnot. And you might have somebody whose kid is out there freaking out. Or this could happen at any point in time. Guess what? Guess what you can do? You can do nothing, and you can like it. It is what it is. You might have some Karen freaking out with you in the parking lot. I've had situations where I'm trying to pull into the parking lot. I'm trying to pull into my a parking space, and some chick hops out there trying to save the space for her boyfriend or for her aunt or something like that. It is absolutely insane that people feel that entitled, but what can you really do about it? You can't do a whole lot about it. So, I just wanted to get something out here before Super Bowl weekend and everything like that. And I went down this rabbit hole on Instagram about people just behaving awfully. So I think I'm gonna make this a regular occurring thing on this channel. But I just wanted to hit you guys with this, and just like I tell you, don't try to save women, don't try to correct other people. Most of the time when you're tempted to correct other people, they're going to be crossing you directly. A lot of times you're going to have somebody who's crossing you, or they're doing something extremely stupid that needs correcting. Guess what? You can't correct them. You can't do anything. We are not a proper nation. And is unlike the whole thing with women, where it's like, well, it's not your problem because it ain't your woman. It kind of is your problem because it is your society. And when one person gets off the chain, everybody else thinks that they can get off the chain. But it's like I always tell you, what's going to happen? The cops are going to come and they're going to arrest you. The person's going to sue you, especially if you live in a place like California, like I do. Now, if you live in like Georgia or Texas or Florida, where they have stand your ground laws and they have common sense laws, go ahead, get active, take care of your community, correct people if you can. But I want to make sure that all of you guys make it through this weekend safe and sound. And I just want you guys to understand the world is falling apart. We've given dummies rights. We've given people the accountability of children, even though they can vote and drive and work and pay taxes. And there's nothing you can do. And we all have to suffer because we made the wrong decision as a country. So I'm not going to beat this into the ground. I probably will make this a regular occurring thing because I just found so many ridiculous videos on Instagram. So I kind of want to address a good deal of them. So let me know what you guys think, and I'll get back at you on the next one. Peace.